So perimenopause and menopause will make you feel like you are crazy. If I was not writing a book on the science of women's health and wellness, I don't know that I would have figured out that I was in perimenopause, that and my facialist. Because here is one of the crazy things that happened to me. My sadness was so strong, and honest to God, there wasn't a reason at that time for me to be that sad, and I could not shake it. So I was getting a facial done, and I was lamenting to my facialist about this because that is what you do. The person that takes care of you, you just start boo-hooing. And then she said, Wendy, do you feel like a little blue cloud follows you everywhere you go? And I was like, yeah. She's like, it's your hormones, it's perimenopause. Go back on your antidepressant, okay? And she patted me, and she wasn't wrong. So then I got on my antidepressant, and then I got on hormones. But here's the thing. I had to dig deep to find the symptoms of perimenopause. And all the things that I found have stalled me out, and my channel has turned into the Perimenopause Wellness channel because I keep going down this rabbit hole, and I'm thinking to myself, I am a women's health specialist, and how is it that nobody taught me these things? So then I started studying for the North American Menopause Society's test, and I read the book, and I've downloaded every article I could find on perimenopause. And believe it or not, the signs of perimenopause that come in like a whisper would be like the sadness, the irritability, the things that make you feel crazy. And you can go have your blood work done and it's not going to show anything. It's not. And so it's fascinating. It's almost like medical gaslighting, but I really think it's just a lack of knowledge. And this is why I have been adamant about the North American Menopause Society, which is now called the Menopause Society, which is why I am straight up just telling people, go back to your doctor, have a conversation with again. Tell them your signs and symptoms again. You deserve a conversation. They need to hear you. If they don't hear you, if they don't listen, you get to go have a second opinion, because in any other place in this world, jeans, cars, swimsuits, we don't usually settle on the first thing. We're going to shop. So if your doctor doesn't hear you, then you could go to the North American Menopause Society, type in your zip code, find a healthcare practitioner who is NAMS certified, who actually knows how to deal with hormones. So I'm going to sit for this test, but I can't prescribe hormones, and I don't really care to, because I'm too busy talking to women, trying to help them understand things like, hey, you feel crazy and you have no reason to feel crazy, and it just is cyclical. It could be your hormones, girl. Like, seriously. So I am an educator. I used to teach at the University of Dayton. I do research. I run a practice. I'm writing a book. I make this content. But one of the craziest things I have recently come across is this. Menopause making women spiral out of control, and then they feel alone, and then they feel crazy. And then I started to read that COVID attacked perimenopause and menopause women worse, because COVID is an inflammatory disorder. Estrogen is protective. So if you were perimenopause, menopause, going into the COVID world, and your systems were already kind of low, you are more likely to be inflamed, give you a little COVID and give you an inflammatory disorder, and then now you're a poop show, and now you feel like rubbish, and now you're spiraling out of control. But there is hope. So go to the North American Menopause Society, type in your zip code, find a practitioner. Then in your phone, open your little notes app and start to write the symptoms that are weird. Do you feel fatigue? Are you irritable? Are you tired? Do you have restless legs? Do you have sleeping issues? Do you have weight gain? Do you have belly fat? Is your LDL weird? Do you think your joint pain is increased? Do you have itching in your ears? Vaginal dryness? Do you have changes in your period? Are your periods coming further? Are they coming closer? Is the heaviness? Write your symptoms down. Then if you want to get extra credit, when did your mother or your aunties or your sisters, if you know, go through perimenopause and menopause? Because we do know that that can give you a little bit of an insight. And do your homework, take some notes, try again talking to your doctor. If they turn you down, you find another doctor. And don't forget, telehealth is real. Thanks to COVID, we can actually talk to a NAMS practitioner online. Today, I have 2 of my patients on my caseload talking to a NAMS practitioner, doing a telehealth appointment, and I cannot wait because these women have made all the life changes and they're still struggling and they are still in pain. And I have taken care of them for a while, and I have watched their boo-hoos and their sadness get so strong that I was like, please, out of love for me, please talk to your doctor about your hormones. I know you, this isn't you. So there's hope.